Hi everybody, Kyle Austin, MLive.com here at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids. You can see behind me we're taking the floor out already, just a couple minutes after Michigan State's 80-68 win over Georgia in a preseason exhibition. Here with my three biggest takeaways from the game. Number one, it's just the event itself. This was a success, and it took a lot to pull off. You know, this was done on less than a week's notice. Really, it was Monday when they picked the arena, they picked the opponent, and they got everything together. And you couldn't see it on TV because there was no broadcast, but every seat in this arena was full. About over 10,000, about 10,600 fans were here. Great atmosphere. Obviously felt like a home game for Michigan State, but the game went off very well, played well, and it raised $339,000 for hurricane relief through the Red Cross. So really a cool event that was put on really last minute. Took a lot of doing to get done, but I think it'll benefit both teams being able to play such a good game so early in the year in an exhibition, and obviously benefit a lot of people. Takeaway number two is this team looked a lot improved from its first exhibition game. A fair state game for those who watched it. Michigan State ended up winning pretty handily, but it really took them until about 6 minutes left to pull away from a Division II team. So, you know, I think some questions today how they would fare against a team that went to the NIT last year, but brings back almost everybody, including Yante Maton, a Michigan native, who preseason SEC Player of the Year. A good team, a team that should be in the NCAA tournament, and Michigan State handled them pretty well. You know, pretty close to about 15 minutes, and then Miles Bridges really took over with about 4 minutes left in the first half. He scored 9 points on an 11-point Michigan State run. That put them up by double digits in a halftime, and they took care of them pretty well in the second half. So, pretty good team effort. Let's see, Miles Bridges here, he led them with 21 and 10. But Nick Ward had a better game. He had 13. Joshua Langford, who went over 12 in the first exhibition, he came back with 11 points. So better overall team effort, and I think something that fans can be a little bit more encouraged about with the season a couple weeks away. And then takeaway number three is that I think that the guys that benefited the most from this is the Michigan State big men. Georgia is a big team, led by Maton, great forward. We're going to be one of the best in college basketball this year, but they've got big pieces around him. Tom Izzo went as far afterwards to say that they won't play as physical a team until they play Purdue, and Purdue is about the only team as physical as Georgia that they'll play all year. So to be able to get that in the preseason, I think it's going to play dividends. Michigan State has a lot of talent in its front court, but it's got some young guys, and a guy like Jaren Jackson, who was the talk of the team really after the first exhibition. He had 14 points, was very good. He struggled with bigger competition. You know, he kind of used his arms a little too much. He committed fouls. He was in foul trouble all day. Frustrated, really couldn't get going. But you know, it's a game that doesn't count, and I think it's a good learning experience for him. Nick Ward had some really good competition to go up against. I think that benefited him. A guy like Evan Schilling coming off injury. These guys get to play somebody else besides each other. So I think it was really good for those forwards. That'll do it here from Grand Rapids. MLive.com/Spartans for the game recap and all the coverage from today. And thanks for watching.